Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Rooted Online. Last week, I challenged you to try and make a playlist of songs that fit with the theme of lockdown. How did you get on? Did you find any funny ones? Well, here are some of the ones that I found. You Can't Touch This by MC Hammer, Don't Stand So Close to Me by The Police, and this band, Daughter, have two songs I quite like, Home and Medicine. Well, today we're going to pick up on something I started with you guys a few weeks ago, the Psalms playlist, looking at the songbook of the Bible, the Psalms. Well, before we get into that, what would you do if you were in charge? If I told you that you were king or queen of the world for a week, what decisions would you make? Maybe you'd want all the chocolate supplies, or Domino's or Doritos bring into your house for free. No more limits on how much fizzy drink or milk you can drink at home. Having cream eggs for breakfast. Maybe you'd have the Metrodome opened up again, just for you. Unlimited goes on the slides with no questions. Unlimited bowling. Pretty sweet. Or maybe you'd just quite like to boss everyone else around for a while. Get your brother and sister to be your personal servant or footstool. Not have to get up at a certain time in the morning or do any schoolwork. You make the rules for a week. How does that sound? Well, when we started looking at the Psalms playlist a few weeks ago, we saw that for people who trust in God, they're like a tree planted by a stream, strong and producing good fruit. Well, today's song isn't a calm and relaxed one. It's more like a rock or rap song about some serious beef going on. Let's have a look at the first bit of it. Why are the nations so angry? Why are the people making such foolish plans? Their kings and leaders join together to fight against the Lord and his chosen king. They say, let's rebel against them. Let's break free from them. People all over the world are deciding that they want to be in charge, grabbing the crown for themselves. And not just for a week or just over their lives, but they want to be in charge of the whole world. They want to decide what's right and wrong. They don't want God telling them how to live. Well, how does God feel about that? Let's look at the next few verses. But the one who rules in heaven laughs at them. The Lord makes fun of them. He speaks to them in anger, and it fills them with fear. He says, I have chosen this man to be king, and he will rule on Zion, my holy mountain. God laughs at them, and he makes fun of them, the people who think that they're in charge. They're like little kids playing dress up. He can't take them seriously. Even if every person in every country joined together, they couldn't even vaguely approach God's power. We've seen that with coronavirus, haven't we? And we see it with the weather. Remember Storm Dennis and how it brought our country to a halt? Sometimes even a few snowflakes stop our country working properly. But God has a king that he has chosen, and he rules. Not just one country, but everywhere. King Jesus has the right to rule, and he is so powerful, he can stop a storm in a moment, and he can heal the sick instantly with just a word. So this song says the smart thing is to get right with the king. This is what it says. So kings and rulers be smart and learn this lesson. Serve the Lord with fear and trembling. Show that you are loyal to his son, or the Lord will be angry and destroy you. He's almost angry enough to do that now. But those who go to him for protection will be blessed. Do you know what it's called when somebody tries to topple a king or queen off the throne? Treason. And that gets you sent to the Tower of London, and used to mean your head got chopped off. Jesus is God's chosen king. It is way better to be on his side. It's much nicer inside the castle at the table of the king than locked outside or locked in the tower. Well, now I want to give you a challenge for this week, to do something a little bit differently than how you'd normally do it. Try using a different hand to do things. Brush your teeth with your left hand instead of your right if you're right-handed. Try writing a sentence with the pen in your right hand if you're left-handed. Try swapping your knife and fork into different hands and feel how it looks to do something different. See how well you can do it. Well, if you do that, try filming yourself and sending us a video on the Facebook page from your parents' account, or let me know how you get on. Keep an eye out as well on the YouTube channel for more videos and challenges and things going on through the church. I really miss you guys. I hope we can meet up together soon. But until next week, I hope you have a great week. Tune in next week to see what song is next in the Psalms playlist.